If you're trying to cut back on carbs, you might be scratching your head over what to put on your grocery list to keep you fueled all day without the sugar rush. Whether you're into keto, AIP, autoimmune protocol diet, or any other low carb diet, knowing which foods won't load you up with carbs is key. Many individuals hop on the low carb train to manage weight, blood sugar, or health issues, and getting started with meal prep can feel quite overwhelming. But it doesn't have to be rocket science. With loads of low carb foods to choose from, you can still eat well and feel great. So, what's on the menu without worrying about the consequences? We've conducted thorough research and put together a handy list of little to low carb foods just for you. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more healthy hacks tailored to your tastes. 10. Red meat. Red meat is a go-to for many low-carb enthusiasts, especially those rocking the keto lifestyle. But what's the deal with red meat and its no-carb status? Well, it's simple. Red meat is practically carb-free because during the transition from muscle to meat, the main carbohydrate found in muscle, glycogen, gets broken down. Take, for instance, a 3.5-ounce serving of ground beef with 10% fat. It boasts 0 grams of carbs, sugars, fiber, and fat. Similarly, a 121-gram tenderloin steak serves up a mere 0 grams of carbs alongside 255 calories, 37 grams of protein, and 11 grams of fat. Research suggests that older women who chow down on red meat alongside their resistance training see better gains in lean muscle and strength compared to those who just hit the weights alone. But it's not just the older crowd reaping the benefits. Young and middle-aged men and even triathletes have shown improvements in muscle strength and performance when they add beef to their diets. And let's not forget the importance of choosing quality over quantity. Opting for fresh red meat over processed versions means you're skipping out on preservatives and other additives that might not be so friendly to your body. Go for the grass-fed stuff. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids and extra nutrients that can give your body an added boost. 9. Eggs. You've probably heard eggs are packed with protein, but what about carbs? Turns out, eggs are pretty much carb-free. An average egg only packs about 0.7 grams of carbs, and most of that tiny amount is present in the yolk. Even the whites, which are practically carb-free, have just a whisper of carbs. Now you might be wondering if the carb content changes depending on how you cook your eggs. Well, when it comes to poaching or frying, there's no change in carb content. But what about boiling? When you boil eggs, there's a slight uptick in carbs. We're talking about a mere 0.3 grams per 100 grams of eggs. This tiny increase happens because some moisture evaporates during boiling, making the relative carb content slightly higher. But don't sweat it. It's such a tiny bump that it won't throw off your low-carb game. In a nutshell, you're free to enjoy your eggs any way you like. With their minimal carb content, eggs are a perfect fit for low-carb diets. 8. Pecan nuts. Pecans are nature's low-carb gift. They've been that way forever, and they're not about to change. Just a handful of these delicious nuts, about 1 ounce, packs a mere 4 grams of carbs, making them a powerhouse of flavor, nutrition, and disease-fighting properties for anyone keeping an eye on their carb intake. Pecans contain healthy fats, with around 60% being monosaturated fat and another 30% being polyunsaturated fat. Translation? These nuts are almost 90% heart-healthy fats, which help curb your appetite. Research suggests that pecans could even lend a hand with weight control. How? Well, one reason is their knack for keeping you feeling full and satisfied, thanks to their satiety-boosting powers. In one study, people on a pecan-rich diet saw some impressive reduction in heart disease risk factors, like insulin resistance and elevated fasting insulin levels. Number 7. Seafood. Fish and seafood are powerhouse options when it comes to nutrition and health benefits. Take tuna, salmon, anchovy, and mackerel, for example. They may differ in flavor and texture, but they share one thing in common. They're filled with high quality proteins, vitamin D, and essential fatty acids like omega 3s. Incorporating fish and seafood into your diet regularly can work wonders for your body. They're known to combat inflammation while supplying vital nutrients that might be lacking in other foods. Whether you're following a keto diet or just aiming for a balanced meal plan, fish and seafood are stellar additions. Here's a fun fact. Just like meat, nearly all types of fish and seafood are virtually carb-free, making them a fantastic choice for those watching their carb intake. 6. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is a true low-carb vegetable, with an impressive array of vitamins and phytochemicals while keeping those carb counts in check. With its subtle flavor, it's a versatile veggie that can step in as a replacement for higher carb foods like potatoes and rice. Just 1 cup of raw cauliflower, around 107 grams, packs in just 5 grams of carbs, 2 of which are fiber. It's also a powerhouse of nutrients, offering a hefty 57% of the daily value, DV, for vitamin C and a solid dose of vitamin K. But here's where cauliflower shines. It's loaded with glucosinolates and isothiocyanates, 2 groups of antioxidants known for their cancer-fighting properties. Research suggests that these compounds may help slow the growth of cancer cells. 5. Avocado. Let's break down the stats for a whole avocado. It clocks in at around 283 calories with 12.2 grams of carbs and a whopping 26.8 grams of fat. But here's the kicker. Thanks to its impressive fiber content of 7.2 grams, a whole avocado only nets around 3 grams of carbs. Notably, avocados primarily comprise heart-healthy monosaturated fats, comprising over 60% of their lipid profile, complemented by modest amounts of saturated and polyunsaturated fats. One study found that incorporating avocados into your diet can lead to significant improvements in cholesterol levels, with reductions in bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, and boosts in good HDL cholesterol. So whether you're smashing them onto toast or whipping up a batch of guacamole, avocados are a delicious and nutritious addition to any low-carb meal plan. Number 4. Butter. Butter, despite its high calorie and fat content, is a carb-free food and can be a game changer for anyone following a low-carb or ketogenic diet. 1 tablespoon of salted butter contains 0 grams of total carbs and 0 grams of net carbs, packing in 11.5 grams of fat and just zero point 0.1 grams of protein with 102 calories to boot. But that's not all. Pure, unadulterated butter is a goldmine of retinol, a form of vitamin A essential for keeping your eyes, skin, and hair healthy and vibrant. Despite its not-so-great reputation, the cholesterol in butter is vital for your body's hormone production, including key players like insulin, estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, all of which play a crucial role in weight management. Swap out those inflammatory oils for real butter when cooking to give your body a calcium boost for stronger bones, curb those pesky cravings, and even help your gallbladder release bile, which aids in breaking down fats. Number 3. Kale. Kale is a low-carb vegetable, packing a punch of fiber along with its impressive nutritional profile. Just 1 cup of cooked kale serves up 60 calories, 6 grams of carbs, and nearly 6 grams of fiber. But that's not all. Kale is also loaded with vitamin A, vitamin C, and calcium, making it a true superfood. Whether you're tossing it fresh into a salad, wrapping it for a crunchy kick, or cooking it up as a tasty addition to a savory dish, kale is a versatile veggie that deserves a spot on your plate. So go ahead, pile on the kale. It's a delicious and nutritious way to keep your carb intake in check, while fueling your body with essential vitamins and minerals. Number 2, coconut oil. Coconut oil is like liquid gold. It's carb-free and packed with all the right fats, whether it's extra virgin, expeller pressed, cold pressed, or organic. Coconut oil is your go-to because it's pure fat goodness. What's the secret sauce? Well, coconut oil is chock full of saturated fats, especially medium chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are like rocket fuel for fat burning. Plus, since it's all fat and no carbs, coconut oil helps you meet your increased fat needs without tipping the carb scale. But here's the catch. If you're on a keto journey for weight loss, you'll want to keep an eye on your coconut oil intake. It's super calorie dense, packing a hefty 120 calories per tablespoon, 14 grams. And finally, number 1, mushrooms. Mushrooms are nutritious, versatile, and low in carbs. With a variety of types to choose from, you'll find that most mushrooms are naturally low in carbohydrates. Take raw white mushrooms, for example. A 1-cup serving clocks in at just 2 grams of carbs, with 1 gram of that coming from fiber. But the benefits don't stop there. Mushrooms also contain fiber, B vitamins, and essential minerals like selenium, copper, and potassium. Plus, they're packed with antioxidants like ergothioneine and glutathione, which work overtime to protect your cells from oxidative damage. So whether you're sautéing them up as a savory side dish or tossing them raw into a salad, mushrooms are a delicious and nutritious addition to your keto repertoire. Going full on zero carbs and sugar might seem like a shortcut to weight loss, but it could end up taking a toll on your body. You'd miss out on crucial vitamins and minerals, leaving your system feeling less than stellar. So instead of giving carbs and sugars the cold shoulder, opt for nutrient-rich complex carbs. And don't forget about carb powerhouses hiding in fruits and veggies. There's no such thing as no-carb vegetables after all. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, show us some love with a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more health-focused content.